Yay, the kids are finally asleep.
So do you feel like...
Playing a game?
I've got a feeling a boss fight's coming up.
Ooh, I just got wrecked.
Headshot, baby.
Ooh, it's your turn to get the baby.
So are you up to the challenge?
Run, 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 run.
And we're dead.
That's when I realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
GG.
And hello everybody! You're tuning in to another episode of the Gamer Parents Podcast. My name is Joanne and I'm joined by my wonderful and amazing husband, Kevin.
Oh, hey everyone.
If this is your first time here, we're gamers who parent and parents who game. We have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and we're all about catching you up on our life updates as well as what we've been up to in the gaming world. So hitting it off, Kevin, how has your week been going?
Yeah, so in that life update, I guess the first thing that happened this last week was last weekend we had our son's first soccer game.
Woohoo!
And I don't remember if I think we mentioned he was starting like soccer, right? He had like soccer practice.
Mm-hmm.
But last weekend was the first game, his first game ever.
Yes, ever.
And after really just practicing soccer 2 or 3 times
Yeah,
beforehand.
a few days,
So, but it was cool. You know, it's 2 teams of 5-year-olds. Basically, no one like has positions. There's no positions or anything. There's no goalie.
Yep.
They're pretty much all just chasing the ball around.
They do have defense though.
Yeah, they're kind of like all playing defense and all playing offense, just all trying to get the ball to the other team's goal.
Yeah.
And score. And Dylan,
He was kind of nervous, that's for sure.
You can tell. He'd always be like running with the pack, right? And like going towards the ball with everyone else.
Yes.
And I kept waiting for like a chance for him to get the ball, like for it to go closer to him.
Uh-huh.
And one time it did. It finally started coming his way, and then he started like moving away from it.
Yeah, he decided to run away.
And I was kind of blown away because I was like, that was his chance, like. And then talking to him about it later, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm afraid when the ball comes to me."
Yeah,
or, like back towards me. He's still getting used to it, I guess.
Yeah, but putting ourselves in his shoes, I would imagine him to be really afraid when he see like 9 other kids running towards him, you know? I mean, the ball is in front of the kids, obviously, heading towards him. And then there are 9 other kids behind the ball running towards him. And, you know, it probably like freak him out a bit because that's nothing like the practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he did have another chance at that because today was his second soccer game.
Yeah.
And he actually did better, I thought.
Yeah, he definitely did better than the game a week ago, which is kind of all we could hope for. I mean, I still think we need to practice a lot more with him and make sure he doesn't miss any practices. That's kind of the best thing we can do, and me to practice with him some throughout the week. But yeah, it's awesome improvement, and that's really all we could ask for, I think.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you for practicing soccer with him some on the weekend. So, Best Dad Award.
No, it's been fun. I like that stuff, and just try to get him to be a little bit more aggressive, right? And try to bring out the competitiveness, because he is competitive with a lot of things. Yeah. But when it comes to soccer, he's just like, he doesn't really want to try that much, you know?
Yeah.
So, or he's not sure how he feels about it yet, I guess.
Yeah. Still learning all about it. And of course, with the weather in Texas, all the pollen's coming out now because it's spring and we're out in the soccer game. I got allergies, like really bad allergies. So if you hear any sniffling or coughing, that would be my allergies. Or
well, I got sick after his first soccer game.
Yeah.
So
or that.
Pretty much a week ago, and I've pretty much been sick since right after last recording. Yeah. And pretty much right up to this recording. Yeah. I'm finally well enough to like not cough my way through a whole episode. So hopefully I stay okay for the rest of tonight's recording.
Or a whole sentence.
Yeah, well that's why like we had to delay our recording like a day just to give me like an extra day to like get over whatever I had. And my cough was kind of like the last thing to go, which was a lot better today. So that's why we're recording. So I was kind of worried we would miss this week's if I didn't get better soon, but I did, and here we are.
Yeah.
So
here we
yeah,
are.
I've been sick this last week, which kind of sucked, but it's okay. It happens.
But you do sound a bit sexier though.
No.
I like your hoarse voice.
But what else from this week?
So speaking of Dylan learning soccer and becoming a big boy, he has graduated out of his toddler bed.
Yes, and he now has a big bed.
Yeah, a big boy bed. Well, it's a twin bed, but it's a loft bed.
It's quite a bit more than what he's had previously.
Yeah.
It even has stairs, right?
Like a loft.
Yeah, and so the few stairs, it's like, I don't know, it's maybe like as tall as us. It's not super tall.
Yeah, it's a low loft bed.
And then there's open space underneath it all, right?
Yeah.
But we had to, I say we because I helped a little bit. It was mostly you.
Yeah.
But we had to put the bed together, the whole thing, right?
The whole thing.
So it was a lot of pieces. It came in like 3 different boxes.
Yeah.
It
200 pounds total.
Yeah. It took like 3 days total.
Yeah. The first day you helped with the stairs, but then I didn't want you to do more since you were getting sick.
Mind you, I was sick during this time as well.
I happen to be like very enthusiastic about him having his new bed.
Well, plus, I think we've mentioned it before, but it's probably been a while. You really like building stuff.
Yeah, I do.
So.
It's therapeutic for me. But I didn't realize that building while the kids are awake is a whole other level. It's like, Mommy, can I help you? And they're doing anything but help.
It's like, can I help you? And then she'll just like take stuff and just like
run away with it.
Play with it. And we're like, you're not really helping as much as you think.
Yeah, that's our 3-year-old. But at least our 5-year-old Dylan helped me build like the bed frame and stuff on the second day. He really enjoyed it. At first, I was like, like wanting to chase him away. But then I thought of, it's just an Allen key. It's not really sharp. And I'm here to supervise him. He just needs to like kind of turn it around like a jack-in-a-box.
Yeah.
So he had fun helping me assemble the frame on the second day. And on the third day, it was finally, all the small details like connecting the stairs to the bed and screwing that whole base down. That was a lot of screws.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got it done and he's now happy with his new space. And I love that it's a loft bed. So why I chose a loft bed when I was picking out his twin bed was because I wanted more space for him to play and having an extra, space under.
Yeah, now he can play under his bed.
Exactly.
And it's also a lot easier for us to check for monsters under his bed.
Or build a blanket for it.
Yeah, that too.
So yeah, multi-purpose. Anyways, on the same day that I finished like building the bed, that same night I had a mom's night out activity, which was like another woodwork thing, building.
Because you didn't get enough with the bed?
I know, my hands were so like scraped raw. So it's like this stencil wooden block where it's like painting using chalk paint over these blocks. And I've made our social handles, which is now sitting on our shelf in here in the game room. Just the Instagram and the Twitter one, though.
Yeah, but it looks really cool, and we should definitely be sharing it so people can see.
Yes, it is on Instagram, so go ahead and check it if you don't like. Share it. But yeah, a lot of woodwork done this week. My nails are ruined. I'm kidding.
Okay, you can always get a new manicure.
Yeah, but that's about it for me with the building and painting. What about you, Kevin? Any more updates?
Well, we like to talk about what Disney movies we're watching, and I guess what we're watching in general with our kids.
Oh, yes?
And just today, we watched with them for the first time Hercules.
Yeah, it was actually my first time too.
Yeah, yours as well. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and it's good. I mean, it's okay. I definitely, from a music standpoint, it's not as good as a lot of other Disney movies. Maybe like 1 or 2 songs from it that I like.
Yeah.
Which is good, not bad, but it's below average for Disney movies, for me at least.
Yeah.
But I do like, the story of it, and I like it's definitely kind of more action oriented, with Zeus throwing thunderbolts and Hercules fighting giant beasts and stuff.
Yeah, Cerberus as well was there.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, I hadn't seen that movie in a really long time, but it was one that I liked as a kid. Our kids apparently, though, think that it's good, but has some scary parts.
Yeah, because Hades.
Yeah, and I think they didn't like the part where Hercules is fighting that, like, weird snake dragon thing.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, the heads keep, like, multiplying and stuff, and, like, it's not looking good for Hercules.
Yeah.
And, like, Faith was sitting on my lap, and she kept turning around, and she's like, is he gonna eat him?
I know.
She was so worried for Hercules.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't worry, like, it's a Disney movie, like, it always comes out good for the good guys, right?
Yeah.
Good guys always win in these movies.
Exactly.
Obviously, she doesn't know that, and yeah, they were stressed out watching this one in particular.
Yeah, very much stressed out. I was like, what?
Yeah, so I don't know. Definitely, I wouldn't think Hercules as like a scary movie, but for a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, even, I don't know. Oh, also another thing that our kids have been watching a lot lately that I don't think we've ever mentioned, but it's another show on Disney Plus.
Yes.
And you probably already know what I'm going to talk about. This wasn't on my list of things to talk about, but our kids are watching a lot of Super Kitties.
I like
lately.
Super Kitties.
And it's kind of cute. Like it's kind of adorable. I can't really deny that. It's almost like Paw Patrol, but they're kittens, right? And honestly, like how it's written in the episodes and how they go, it reminds me a lot more of like PJ Masks.
Yeah.
Right? So there's like 4 kitties, and they're normal kitties by day, but then when there's an emergency, like they put masks on and they become the super kitties.
Yeah, and the alarm sounds like this: kitty cat, kitty cat.
Yeah. That's when like someone's calling them or whatever, right? And yeah, they all kind of have unique strengths, kind of, I guess.
Yes, they do.
And yeah, they go and they save the day from, the lab rat who's always trying to steal everyone's cheese, or just like random, kind of silly things that the villains are doing that aren't like extremely dangerous, but they need someone to save the day, and that's when they call Super Kitties.
Yes, and they have like a few catchy songs in there, right?
Yeah.
And one of them, our kid has been singing.
Oh yeah. Even today, because he was saying he was scared about the soccer game, right? And one of the episodes is about like how to face your fears, right? But it sounds like something from like Daniel Tiger, kind of, right?
Yeah,
that's that song in particular.
Yeah,
and yeah, so our kids are watching a lot of that, and it's pretty good. I mean, if your kids are around the age of ours and they like shows like that, definitely check out Super Kitties. I know it's on Disney Plus. I don't know where else it can be watched, if anywhere else. I think they have full episodes on YouTube too, right?
Some episodes.
Maybe
I don't know about full. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe give it a try, even on YouTube or something. It's not bad. I enjoy watching a little bit of it too. Not as much as like Bluey, as far as what I enjoy, but it's up there. It's a lot better than most of the shows that our kids have been watching.
So cute. I love it.
Yeah. So next thing on my list here, though, was definitely not as exciting, not as positive for sure. But so just so everyone is aware, this next week I will actually be having a minor surgery done. So I've had this kind of lump on the side of my head that I've noticed, especially over the last like 2 months, I'd say, that it's actually grown a lot. So went into a dermatologist, and they are pretty sure that it's a cyst that's right on the side of my head, like kind of just like maybe an inch or 2 from my ear.
Yeah, on the sideburn, basically.
Basically, yeah, right about there. And so this upcoming Tuesday, which is actually the day this episode comes out, I will be going in for a minor surgery to have that cut out and removed. And so I'm a little bit worried about that. I've never had anything quite like that done, especially like on my head. Yeah. So, and it's like work day, right? I'm pretty much going like straight back to work after that. So hoping that everything goes smoothly and that it's a pretty quick, easy procedure and a quick recovery.
Yeah.
And all of that.
So we may or may not stream on Tuesday, basically, right?
Yeah. I'm also trying to figure out like the headset thing that's literally like the headset goes over that, you know?
Yeah, that's why.
That's kind of tough. I do have a different headset that I could use that only has like one earpiece. That would be a lot easier. So I may just do that. But even then, I don't really know how I'm going to feel. Yeah. Especially with it being just that earlier that day. Yeah. So we may just stream a different day that night, or we may just skip our Twitch stream this next week. So we'll post something if we do skip it in Discord and let people know there.
And on Twitter.
Yeah, and so if you are the praying type, could use prayers for that, or even just any positive thoughts for my little procedure next week. But yeah, that's all on that. There's a few other more happy things that we, I helped a little bit, but did with our kids. Yes. Earlier in the week.
Yes, so since Easter is coming up tomorrow after we record, so Easter would have been over by the time this episode comes out. So whoever is celebrating it, happy Easter to you all. Hope you guys have a fun time with your loved ones, all those egg hunts or fun family dinner, stuff like that. So to prepare for that, we have got the kids some Easter experiments. It's like experiments. Yeah. Yeah, I got them from Kroger's, and one of them, so we did a couple. One of them was the egg drop experiment, where we try to build something that would prevent the egg from breaking and kind of drop it.
So you can drop the egg, but you're trying to keep it safe. Yes. Not let it break. Yeah.
To protect it. It's to teach the kids about gravity. So that's why I keep, like, Dylan wants to, like, smash it on the ground. I'm like, no, you just have to let gravity take. Yeah. Yeah. If you smash it, it would definitely break.
Yeah. He would, like, instead of just dropping it, he wanted to, like, throw it down.
I know. That's not going to work.
And then I remember you guys did it so that, and then he dropped it and the egg didn't break. Yeah. And he got upset.
He got so upset.
He like, I don't know if he thought that was a bad thing.
I know. I told him we are supposed to prevent it from breaking. So, like, the first time we did it, it cracked. Then, so we use a hard-boiled egg, of course. I'm not going to clean up that mess. So, a hard-boiled egg is obviously more durable. And so, the first time we made it, it cracked. So, we used, like, 6 straw or tubes, to put around the egg and drop it. So, the second time, we put bubble wrap around the egg and put it in that straw thing. And this time, it didn't break. I mean, there are other options to try use a parachute and all that, but yeah, we ran out of time. So just that 2 tries. First one cracked, second one did not. So
nice. But there was other egg experiments.
Yeah, so another one was like making crystals grow out of the eggshells. And they have some crystal growing solution with some food coloring that we put with the eggshells. And these are the eggshells I save after making French toast. So we had plenty of eggshells. So we did 6 different eggshell halves. And yeah, the crystals are growing nice.
I think they're still growing, right?
Yeah, like they're still growing.
We're not done with that one yet. We have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah. Or maybe we did. I don't know. I don't know how much
it's already
time
there.
Was supposed to pass.
Yeah, it's already growing. So I'm just waiting for it to, like, dry and so that the kids could have a look at it. Okay. But maybe that's the one that you helped us with.
Yes.
And tonight I was like, making sure I deck out the fireplace as well as prepare all the Easter eggs so we could use it for our egg hunt at home tomorrow. We're not doing the usual ham or lamb lunch tomorrow. We're just making it easy by having fajitas instead, which is equally good for those who like Mexican food.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Mexican food.
Yeah, we have the Mexican rice.
Chips and queso, Mexican rice and corn.
Yeah, the Mexican,
or like Mexican street corn. Oh yeah, that stuff is good. If you've never had Mexican street corn, you need to change that like ASAP.
Tortillas with the fajita,
like fajita steak
and fajita chicken.
Yes, it's gonna be a party here tomorrow.
It is.
Yeah, a fiesta.
A fiesta. Oh yeah, you're right. It's a fiesta, and I haven't got those cascarons. The one where the eggshells with colors that has confetti in them.
Oh, okay.
For the kids to kind of like smash it over each other.
Smash it on my head?
Yeah, it's supposed to bring good luck.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, smash away.
Just not on your face, the side of your head.
Yeah, not on my cyst.
Oh yeah, not on your cyst. But yeah.
Also cupcakes.
Oh yeah, I did
cupcakes.
get Easter cupcakes for dessert
Very
and ice
bright
cream.
Easter colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep, it's gonna be a fiesta indeed.
I'm looking forward to it.
So yeah, that is going to be our Easter celebration, and we hope everyone else enjoyed theirs as well. But I guess that's it for life, right?
Yeah, I think that's it. We want to shift gears into gaming.
Okay, shifting. Okay.
Well, starting off with last week, we did a Twitch stream.
We did.
Even though I was sick, I was not feeling very well that day, but we did it anyways because we really wanted to play It Takes Two.
Yes.
And we're trying to play it mostly just on stream.
Yes.
And anything new on the game? I feel like we've been talking about it, and I feel like when we beat it, we want to do a review.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save some stuff for that.
Yes.
So we have been at the part where you can fly.
Yes.
Right? I have like that shield, and you have the vocals.
I do want to say you did play a song, Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, that's right.
On the piano in there, and we have that recorded. We should probably clip out.
I need to edit some of that. Maybe clip it from the Twitch stream. But yeah, I successfully. Okay, so in the game, there's this one part you get to where there's like a piano. And if you're not familiar with It Takes Two, you are like miniaturized. So you are like the size of what, like a toothpick, maybe? I mean, like the height.
Doll.
The height
I
of
don't
like a.
know. Yeah, I don't really know how big her doll is, but yeah.
Yeah. You're pretty small. Right? And so heavy enough to like step on a piano key, but pretty much only like one at a time.
One note at a time, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a piano there, and Joanne taught me how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because you were trying to play it at first, and you knew all the notes like easily. That part was easy for you because you are a pro piano player, and me, not a pro piano player, but more experienced gamer.
Yes.
And I was able to like hit the right notes, but like I didn't know what the notes were.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what notes to. I could control my character and like land where I wanted to land, but I didn't know which notes to land on. So like it took the two of us to like do it successfully.
Yeah, it literally
like,
took two of us.
Yeah, it took both of us, even in that. So we did play Mary Had a Little Lamb on the in-game piano, which was kind of cool. Yeah. We spent a little bit of time on that because we kept messing up.
Yeah.
Over and over again. And first we were like kind of both trying it, and then I think we figured out how to get it down. Yeah. But that was fun. We'll definitely want to share that at some point.
But yeah, we'll save the rest of the It Takes Two story. I want to go chapter by chapter when we review it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Then we played Fortnite, quite a bit of Fortnite.
We played a lot of Fortnite. Yeah. So I'm still working my way through the battle pass.
And that's actually what led us to watch Hercules, actually, because of the Greek mythology at Fortnite.
Yeah, so in Fortnite, there's a lot of Greek mythology.
This is the season right now. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like Zeus and Hades and
Cerberus
and Aphrodite and yeah. And so, but yeah, in Fortnite, we've been playing a lot of that. It's kind of been like our go-to game most nights.
Plus, you have the season pass, so you really want to like maximize it before the season ends.
Get all my rewards. I don't even know how much is left in the season, but I still have quite a ways to go in the battle pass.
I bet.
And we're playing quite a bit, so hopefully I can finish the battle pass. That'd be cool, especially my first time getting the battle pass.
Yeah. And also this week, I played Doki Doki Literature Club while Kevin was playing some Fortnite, because some nights I don't feel like playing Fortnite. So I did a cozy game instead. Doki Doki Literature Club was
Is that
free
a
on
cozy
Epic.
game?
It's supposed to be cozy, where it's like very
not emotionally cozy, but it is
not
like
emotionally cozy,
skillfully cozy.
Yes, and cute. Anime girls, JRPG kind of kawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think I've pretty much speed run through it because I could read.
It was a lot of reading.
Yeah, a
right,
lot of reading
in that game, and you're probably the fastest reader I know.
So I speed run through the game, and I think I'm at the point where now the game is restarting after I deleted the main character. So the game is now restarting again, and I could choose to play a different ending with the other 3 characters. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, but more to come. You're still going to play more of that?
Yeah, it's just a side game when I feel like just reading.
Yeah. I know you like your graphic novels.
I do. Mangas.
There we go. I was trying to think of the word, and it escaped me for a while.
Yeah, but that's it, and my mobile game obviously, but no updates there.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you?
So you mentioned mobile. I'm still playing Marvel Snap.
Mm-hmm.
I think last week I mentioned like trying to go for like a rank of 90.
Ooh.
For this season. It was only a few days left at this point, and like I had a really bad losing streak.
Okay.
And I think I got down to like low 70s, maybe even like high 60s.
Oh wow.
And I was just like, all right, I'm way too far away from like 90 to even hit that level. So I think like 80-ish was like my high point for this season. Mm-hmm. And I kind of gave up in the ranked portion of the game. So I'm doing, I forget what it's called, but it's the other one where you can just kind of like get points and buy stuff in the special store for that mode. And so I'm just getting some of those rewards and not really trying in the normal mode right now.
Okay.
Until the new season changes, which I think is probably like, I think it changes on Monday or Tuesday. I forget what day of the week it changes. But so for the next few days, I'll probably play a little bit less Marvel Snap than normal just for that reason. But that's about it on Marvel Snap. The other thing in gaming that happened this last week was that yesterday I had decided to pull the trigger and get Nintendo Online.
Ooh.
For our family Switch that we have. Mm. And I actually got it. I think it's called the expansion pack or something like that. So it comes with the catalog of like Nintendo 64 games. So I don't know how many, like a good like probably 20 or so games from Nintendo 64 are included in that. Mm-hmm. And some of the ones that like I played growing up, right? And like maybe I was probably not a lot older than Dylan is now. So I kind of showed him the list and we picked one to play. And that's the only game we played. We only played one game on the Nintendo 64 games, and that is Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know if it was like the first 3D Mario game. I think it was. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But it was one of the earlier games that came out on Nintendo 64. And you get to run around as Mario and collect stars and, fight Goombas and Koopas and all kinds of, classic Mario game characters and stuff, obviously. And try to rescue Peach. And you go into the castle and jump through paintings, and Dylan is having fun with it. He's doing pretty good, better than I thought. And it's an older game, so it's a little bit simpler than like trying to get him to play Fortnite or something.
But it must be like a walk down memory lane for you to see him play the game that you used to play, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think I'll probably get more of that if he plays some of the other games in there, because I don't remember a whole lot from Super Mario 64, because I think it was earlier on, like in that generation of gaming. But somewhat. Like I only remember a few parts of that game, and yes, we've already seen some of those parts. But probably like if he were to play like Ocarina of Time or Pokemon Snap or Star Fox.
He would like that.
I think I remember more from those games than this one, but I thought it was like an easy one for him to start with.
Yeah, I thought he was doing good actually.
Yeah, I helped him a little bit, just on the ones that were like going to be really too difficult and like stop him from progressing. But for the most part, he got most of the stars himself.
Okay, and I see our 3-year-old was watching him play and was really invested in the story as well, right?
Oh, she made sure that he knew he needed to save Princess Peach.
I know.
Who's her favorite character.
Yeah, and guess what? When we're not playing and she's out there running around, she's like, "Mommy, you're Bowser. I'm Peach." And then she would stand on that little slide and say, "That's the tower I lock her in." And she's like, "Dylan is Mario. You have to save me, Dylan." And yeah, so I was like just chasing Dylan up and down the house, and he would like try and save Peach, and then I would tag them again, and
Yeah,
it's just so funny. I was like, how did the game become like this in real life?
Yeah, and it's funny because he knows the name of that game is Super Mario 64. Right? So he's like, when we're done with this one, he wants to go back and play Super Mario 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 64.
Yeah, that's so him. He's really into numbers, so he wants to make sure like.
And I was having to explain how the console was Nintendo 64 and it's called Super Mario 64 because of that.
Yeah.
Not that there's 63 other Super Mario games that he could be playing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's so like him.
But yeah, now that we have that Nintendo collection, I do really want to go back and play a few other classic games. Kind of mentioned those: Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, both the Zelda games. Pokemon Snap I played when I was a kid. I think that would be really fun to play again. And Pokemon Stadium games, they have 1 and 2 on there. And Star Fox and Banjo-Kazooie.
Ooh, Banjo-Kazooie. I like that game.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it, but I remember I kind of liked it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, but they also have a lot of Game Boy games that are on there and Super Nintendo games that are included in there. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that we could be playing now. And especially you didn't really get to play a lot of those games.
Yeah, I didn't have a Nintendo 64. But...
Yeah, so I want to show you a few that kind of defined my childhood gaming for me.
Cool.
I think that's it for gaming right now. We can jump into new games.
All right.
This last week.
Yeah.
So this last week we've had a few games release. Those being Ghost Trick Phantom Detective on Android, Open Roads on all consoles and PC, Outward on Switch, Pepper Grinder on Switch and PC, and Madison on PlayStation VR 2. I don't think I know what any of those ones are. I feel like Madison... Did we see that somewhere? Yes, I remember this. Okay, I just had to Google it really quickly. But Madison is a scary game.
Oh, really?
I remember seeing a commercial or something, and I thought you would probably like it. I think it's the one where you have like a camera, from what I remember, and I probably blocked out the rest of it from my memory. But I do remember thinking it might be your kind of game, and definitely not my kind of game.
But not on VR, no.
Oh, and this is on VR. And I don't know if it's out in other places. I don't know. But anyways, it's a scary game.
Okay.
Anything else on there? Or should we go to Game Pass games?
Let's go to Game Pass.
Okay, new on Game Pass this week is
Diablo 4 on console and PC, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 on console, PC, and cloud, Open Roads on console, PC, and cloud. That's a day 1 release. Ark Survival Ascended on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and cloud. Formula 1 23 on cloud. Super Hot Mind Control Delete on console, PC, and cloud.
Yeah, so Diablo 4 on Game Pass now. I think this is a first for Blizzard games going to Game Pass. I don't recall any other Blizzard games being on Game Pass, and it's interesting because of the whole Microsoft and Activision Blizzard acquisition, right? I think there was a lot of talk about when that first was announced, which was like almost 2 years ago, that, were Blizzard games or Activision games going to be on Game Pass. And I think this is the first one that I know of, right?
Yeah.
Diablo 4. I don't think any of the other Diablo or Call of Duties or Warcraft or Starcraft or any of those games are on Game Pass or ever have been.
Yeah.
So that I was interested in seeing that one. I wonder if there'll be more to come, possibly. Kind of cool. Although I didn't really care for the Diablo games too much, especially after Diablo 2. I played a lot of that one, but not really a little bit of 3 and then none of 4. But yeah, there you have it. The new Game Pass games for this last week.
Yep. Now let's go to where you can find us.
You could find us over on our YouTube channel at Gamer Parents Podcast, where we post audio versions of every single episode, as well as the occasional highlight reel of the games that we're playing.
Yep. You can also find us on Twitter
at twitter.com/gamerparentspod
or Instagram at gamer_parents_podcast.
Give us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever it is, and we would greatly appreciate it. We do love seeing podcast ratings or reviews. So if you are using any podcast platform that allows you to do a rating review, we would, love to see that come in. And for as far as any reviews, we like to read those out on the podcast as we find them. So if you do leave a review, prepare for it to be read aloud by us here.
The best way to connect with us is on our Discord, and the link to that can be found on the podcast description.
But that right there is going to wrap up episode 83. That is all that we have for you guys this time.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.